gamers. Welcome back to Greg. Uh, I've scrounged together a bunch of aluminum on stream. By a bunch, I mean just a few fragments of aluminum to hopefully already to make the electrolyzers and get out of our awful predicament. If you missed last time, it was pain. We just spent like 3 hours complaining about no aluminum. So, yeah. We fixed that now. Oh yeah, I was doing a bit of Botania, but like only a tiny bit. Don't worry about that. It's not relevant yet. Electrolyzer. Okay, so you need that. Circuits. Copper wires. Oh yeah, other thing I did. Anyways, moving on. What else do you need? Silver wires I actually did make a few of, because I saw that. And then glass. So I got one clear glass. Where's my chisel there? That goes there. Boom. Remember last time where I cried really hard for like 4 hours? Problem solved. Why aren't you connected? Thank you for the follow, Olivia. Thank you so much. There we go. Power. MV electrolyzer. Now, ooh, a tank. I'll just sit here. So, we need a 10,000 aluminum. If I remember correctly, the way we get 10,000 aluminum is we just electrolyze clay dust. Clay dust. Electrolyzer. Yeah, it gets us alumina. Also water. We'll need a way to void that water. The thus are nice, but we'll need a way to void that. Overflow valve. Jesus, things are expensive. Why must everything I want be expensive? It's fine. We'll just store the water in the hecking Buildcraft tank, then break it, replace it. And we'll set up the water voiding later. Anyways, I need a metric ton of clay dust. So that's step 2. Yeah, there's more rainbow cactuses, by the way. Don't worry about it. I need to make more Pam Harvest Craft foods that need food coloring. Where is my hardened clay? Upstairs for some reason. Cool. Give me these. Yeah. Those go into here, and I get all the clay dust I could ever want. I might have clay dust somewhere else as well. Oh, I do. In here and in the windmill. Cool. Remember when we had to, like, hecking wash Fuller's Earth for alumina? Now we don't. Now it's a easy street. Because, boom. Now we just have to source a ton of, hardened clay. Which means it's, time to go to the Mesa, I guess. Until our pockets can't carry anymore. Let me empty out my builder's backpack, because I believe they count as a building block. This is just going, like, out of this chest. There. We're gonna go, and we're not gonna come back till we have, like, hecking stacks upon stacks of it. Or until I get bored of doing it. One of the two. Whichever happens first. You know, equally likely. What else? I did more... Since they're overmind voltage, true. I did some more Thaumcraft off stream, but really nothing interesting came of it. We can do basically every basic metal, but it all sucks. Because I have to dupe the nuggets. It does include, like, aluminum duping, but again, I have to dupe aluminum nuggets. Bees. Yoink. No need for goose stick. Yeah, because it's like, I could just mine it more efficiently than duping it. Except aluminum, but the problem with aluminum duping is... geez, my FPS. Hello? I don't know what that was about. The problem with aluminum duping is I dupe it into nuggets, and then I have to just melt the nuggets, which these envy machines I don't have yet. But anyways, it's still far more efficient just to eat all the clay anyways. And then we do this until a +1 modifier slot. I don't think there's anything I care about putting on this anymore. Guess we can put redstone on it. Or like a diamond. Or reinforcement. Dang, there's a cave over there. Welcome to a classic envy moment. From what I hear. Which is just doing this. Forever. Because we could never have too much clay dust now. Terracotta for trace aluminum. Yeah, we can electrolyze this because we make the envy electrolyzer for aluminum. Which is the most efficient way to get aluminum. Or the most efficient way we have access to, I should specify. I'm sure there's better ways later on. For example, I'm pretty sure that Eye of Harmony's better. But the mining handle makes this real quick work. What is that? Small cassiterite sand. Oh, we're hitting stone. We don't want to mine stone. Stone is not... I mean, we can also try stone dust too now, but that's less useful. I'm up to 9 stacks. That's okay. I mean, probably like 15 stacks of this could be good enough for a bit. Like, 15 stacks should hold us over to at least mid-MV. Surely. Surely 15 stacks will be enough. $11. We don't even need full 15. Like, this might be overkill. But better to be overkill than to run out. 12. You know? I am happy this spawn's so close, though, because without this, I guess you just have to get clay dust the really slow way, which would suck. I guess, or you just make a biome compass, which is on my to-do list, but we just haven't needed a specific biome yet that we haven't already found. So yeah, they're useful both early on for sourcing clay for BBFs, because you can macerate the clay dust, and later on for sourcing clay for MV. LV, it's less useful. Marshy Hive. I don't need more bees right now. I'm still trying to breed a hecking common bee. Clay is useful? Yeah. Almost as useful as bricks early on. Almost. Let's go, my silverwood grew back. I'm growing silverwoods just for the Precanto ascension them. so I can make more Fomium. Why is this node so hecking small? What happened? Already scanned that one. You do not have a node in you. Anyways. I guess we should just automatically set up a system to avoid the excess water, just for my own sanity. Oh, first I need to go throw these in the steam grinder. I made exactly one more advanced solar boiler because the steam was bothering me, and I said that's probably good enough. Yeah, that's probably enough terracotta. For now. Run. Thank you. You know, just a small amount to start with. Just a little bit of clay dust. Just a little bit of clay dust to start with. Am I coping because of what happened last time? Yes. Do I care? No. Jesus, thing works fast on clay. Okay. So I'll be this. Up next, I do want to void the fluid outputs. And I'm assuming I mean, I could probably just slap a filter onto the machine itself instead of having to output it to a tank and just tell it to void fluids. Look at that. 20 alumina. That's like, what now? It took us literally like an hour and a half on stream. We got instantly. Yeah, we actually got an electrolyzer finally. Up next, I guess, better power. Oh, I guess first things first, I want to actually void that water. So let me make a overflow. Or could I just make a void filter? Can I tell this to only void fluids? It needs liquid ender. We'll just make an overflow valve. Tembaga plates. If I had Tembaga, it'd be back at the other base. What else am I doing? There's bees here now. Don't worry about that. Just know I'm really trying to breed a hecking. We got a common princess. Oh, we so back. Never mind. It's so good. Life is great. We got the common princess. Thank you, bees. Life is incredible today. Bing. Anyways, yeah, I started pretty common princess. You can't tell from all of this. How are you? What is this princess like? Pristine. I mean, your stats kind of suck, but that's fine. Okay, I'll figure out what to do with bees later. Because bee breeding is a very slow process right now. Anyways, what was I doing? Something, something, aluminum probably? Something, something, Tembaga. I've got one Tembaga plate and one Tembaga ingot. That's not enough. I'm sure there must be an easier way to make Tembaga, right? You can just alloy it directly. Since when can I just alloy it directly? I need gold. We're an MV. Oh, I need a centrifuge for gold. Okay, second plan. I actually want an MV centrifuge. So I can centrifuge glowstone. Then we'll get better powder. Yes, water. Because I'm actually out of gold. Why have you stopped? I have too much silicon dioxide. Quest complete silicon dioxide. Okay. That's a quest? It just gives me more silicon dioxide. Anyways, alumina. So much alumina. Jeez, we're rich. We're unironically just rich now. All it took was a lot of grinding aluminum off stream. It was awful. Not aluminum, because I did a raw aluminum route from pecking the Orberry farm. Okay. I guess the other thing to do is I could make another electrolyzer and electrolyze the water to supercharge my hydrogen, but this thing will not only be on clay, so... Oh, it wants me to get 1,000,000 clay dust? Let me go get the rest of my clay dust. Just a quest for this. Okay, so up next is... So our fuel source will be diesel. So... We're gonna need a few things for diesel. Do I want to care about getting gold first? What's more important, the power supply or the gold to make more machines? Probably the gold to make more machines. So let's get the centuries first. We only run one MV machine at a time right now, but that's fine. Yeah, because you see, it fills up water so fast. Here's our solution. Okay. Do it yourself void filter. I'm sure all this other stuff we'll have to use later too. 12 aluminum, look at that. We're actually rich. Literally the richest MV player of all time. Anyways, centrifuge. Where in the heck in quest line is centrifuge? Extrude. Event to do. I'm sure it's a quest somewhere, right? There we go. Advanced centrifuging. So you need 4 circuits, a hull, and 2 motors. I don't think I have much of any of that. Also, I want to hook fuel up to this, actually. We're going to be firing this way more now. We should actually automate fuel to it. I got small pipes. That's probably enough throughput. Surely small pipes are enough throughput. Anyways, where's my fuel line? There it is. That's sulfuric. Where's my other fuel line? That's light fuel. I'm getting more pipes. I mean, I was about to say we could just make a bunch of steel, but the problem is we need more oxygen production before we can do steel. Because that's what's falling behind. What do I want here? We can actually make all these fairly easily. Let me gamble. Oh wait, wrong one. This one. Let me gamble. Gambling. Another golden lasso. This is like my 5th one. We don't need that many. I am rich. Look at all this aluminum. Literally more aluminum now than we had the entirety of last stream. In like 15 minutes, we got more than we got for in 4 hours. It appears this is falling behind demand-wise. Technical progress? Yeah. It's only falling behind because I'm making a new pipeline. Hacking... steel. I need more steel plates. For that, I need more steel, and for that, I need oxygen. We've got, like, several problems now, but they're better problems than we had before, such as no oxygen. I've just laid an egg, W. And no, that's really the problem. The problem is no oxygen. The entirety of my problems can be summed up with I don't have enough oxygen. Oh, also no food. Let's send the fuel pipe up through here. Because the light fuel should produce enough to support both our power and of the shape of no bronze. It'd be like that. Do I just have random fluid pipes around? I could just, like, throw together to make this work? No? Okay. I got 3 regular-sized steel ones. I see 12 there for a second. Could've sworn I saw 12 for a second, but I think I'm going insane. One, two... Well, we'll at least connect to you. And then we just need a way to get more pipes. How is this working? Jeez, it's already stopped. It already ate all the clay. That's so fast. This is out of cryolite. I mean, we have a ton of spare cryolite from when we were trying to wash out alumite, so it's fine. Okay. I'll deal with the water overflow later. Right now, we need the centrifuge. Can I passive clay? No. I could automatically sort all these into chests on its own. Even probably sort it so the alumina goes into here. But I don't have a way to get clay without manually... If I were to make like a MV macerator, put it over here, I could. And just put a bunch of the stuff in hoppers, but... Hi, how's it going? But it's not worth it. Let me just make a few of these. Or I guess 2 of them. I meant 2 of them. Because we don't have quite enough of them yet. So that. Wrought iron. 2. You going to do? I'm doing pretty good. We're actually making progress, you know? So that's always a sign for celebration. This thing's so hungry. I need motors. I have 2 motors. Let's go. Okay, centrifuge. Done. We're gonna be scuffed for now. We can just run them off this, and we'll fix it later. Okay, so... Factory must grow, exactly. Gambling. 32 red alloy ingots. Thank you, I guess. And it wants me to, yeah, get 1,000,000 this glowstone dust. We need to make glowstone at, like, an industrial scale. We need more glow flowers. I'm gonna replace this section of the soybean farm with glow flowers. Because, the soybeans are less useful now, and the glow flowers are more useful. Because, this is now how we get gold and redstone. We no longer have to mine. Technically, we could probably actually fully automate gold production if we really wanted to. So we could make, like, a crop manager. But that's probably a bit overkill right now, considering we don't have the power to support that yet. We could... I mean, we could do the farm. We could. It'd just be annoying, so we're not doing that yet. I could be taking 1B Fillington? Crazy. 400 glow flowers? That's fair. I mean, there's other glowstone producing plants if they don't. Or I could make a hecking, golem. If that also, that's also an option. Like, if it really comes to it, we could make a golem. Thank you, golems. Where's my... But again, it's not worth it till we actually make power good. So right now our power is mid. Which means we have to now fix it. Power is now priority number 1. Okay, so... How do we fix this? We have access to oil sands ore. If I want diesel, I need an MV mixer. We can make that. I also need to be able to run a line to process heavy fuel, but there's a few things we need. Same hydroxide. Okay, so advanced mixer, machine hull, a couple circuits, some glass. I might be out of MV circuits. Yeah, I only have one. We need more gold to make more. Right, that's where we're getting glowstone dust. Right. Dang, it feels crazy that we've made more progress in half an hour than we did in 4 hours, but I guess just how it's be. I need a better extractor. Also, it's probably not even worth passiving stuff yet, and I mean, until we can actually store it somewhere that's not chests. So that should just be able to spin these. Yeah. Oh right, I was supposed to finish my fuel at some point. We'll just make 6 more small pipes and hope it's enough. I'm gonna put my field kit in the quote-unquote B chest. Okay, this is actually kind of slow. Maybe this is just ridiculously fast in comparison, but that feels very slow. We will need a better way to source gold. If it wants to be that slow. What else? So I want a mixer. I want a hecking oil rig because they sound fun. Which would be this. But they're very expensive right now, so we'll have to wait on that. But I think this is my main goal for Envy, is I want the oil rig. Because that should supply us enough oil to last, like, a very good time. Long time. Make a soldering iron. Also, we want to swap to canifol coils at some point. How do we get canifol? Oh, it needs a vac freezer? No, it needs chem bath with coolant. That's a future thing. I keep laying eggs. Free food. Okay, that's too slow. That's way too slow. It is renewable gold, but it takes eons. Let's go mine some the old-fashioned way. I would appreciate mining some the old-fashioned way. So I have to wait literal years. You passed me at actually golden years. Yeah, the thing is, we need a lot right now, so we're just gonna go mine it. I'll we're a bit off from passiving things. I don't think we're at the point where I can really passive stuff yet. Because again, we don't have power support that. I would need a proper diesel setup. I think gold's actually sporadic in gold veins, which is funny, but annoying. Because I don't want you sourcing too much of it. I wonder if I can electrolyze anything to gold dust. Now they have MV electrolyzer. Bees. I mean, I could also make the hecking gold plants if I'm insane and want to wait 20 years to IC2 crop breed. So we're not doing that. Dang, I forgot how little gold you get from doing this as well. My inventory is already full. Right, I remember why I wanted to hecking do it through glowstone, because this is awful. Whoop. Everything is just a different flavor of slow for gold, I guess. I'll lay another egg. There's one more. And this is with hacking, like, Fortune 3, basically, because we have enough lapis. And we're only at 24 gold. Miserable. That's enough for now. Going to macerate and wash and centrifuge to get as much. Unlucky. Work on GT ores. Yep. If it didn't, I'd be very concerned. Because it's kind of the whole point of being able to put lapis on your tools. Now, it takes a hecking lot of lapis to do it, but you can do it. Yeah, do put... Lapis is like the first thing you put on your mining hammer. At least in my opinion, lapis should be your first upgrade. Put redstone on first? Redstone makes it level slower, just a heads up, Ruby, just so you know. Cause, funny. Cause, the XP is calculated based on how quickly you, like, what your mining time is to break blocks. Like, how long you spent mining or something. So if you mine the block fast, you get less XP. I don't make the rules, that's just how it works. Yeah. Okay, gold dust is still worth it since it's slow. Mine doesn't have redstone, it's pretty fast. But I'm also, like, perma-hasted. Okay, how else can we get gold dust? Copper centrifuging. I don't care about centrifuging, I don't care about ore lines. How else can I get it through cool means? Don't know what that is, don't know what that is, don't know what that is, don't know what that is. Dang, nothing I can electrolyze. Anything I could spin? HV, MV. Infused gold, some other random ores, glowstone, Tembaga, recycle, netherrack dust, like drums, sludge. Okay, it appears that if I want to get it without processing an ore of gold in it, it is just glowstone or bust. That's fine. Once it gets to 64, we'll throw it into that. We got one aluminum dust. It needs to be raw aluminum. There we go. Wash that. Don't want to wash that. Or if it's a clogged on, we'll fix. I think I can electrolyze stone dust for something now, too. If I'm feeling especially lazy. No, I can't. But you can centrifuge it in hecking 432 seconds to get all this. We can make it go twice as fast if we put in the MV centrifuge. Well, while that cooks, more glowstone. What else can we do? If we can get into infusion, I could make a lamp of growth, and that could speed up the crops. But that relies on me getting to infusion. What else could I do while we wait on gold? Oh, like oxygen. We could get a bunch of oxygen. Oh, right, I'm going to attach all these to my fuel line. That's what I'm doing. Right. Okay, so it's that. Hammer. I have my crafting wrench actually here still. There. We're making small pipes because we don't need more throughput, and also we use them to craft advanced solar boilers. Okay, my power wrench. The EBF is now fully fueled. We no longer have to worry about manually running fuel over here. I'm not good about hooking up the MV generator to this, because we're just going to run this off diesel until we get that going instead. So it feels like it'd be a waste. Our should be somewhat washed by now. In case you're wondering why I started bees, I wanted flowers. Literally, I was trying to get white flowers for a pure vase for Botania. Average bee bonus. Okay, that's still washing. That's kind of slow. This gets reground. Not my sleeping bag. Let me just throw these in a different box for now so we can actually grind what I want to grind. That's going to take a little bit still. I laid another egg. Can I stop doing that, Faumcraft Warp? This is actually getting a little annoying at this point. Almost a Casterite Sands Secretin. Casterite Sand's fine for tin, but it's also like your only good source of tin early. But if you mined a bunch of it, you might got most of it. You'll need the asbestos too for mica later. Do I have more clay to feed this thing? Not here, but I'm sure I have clay somewhere. So let's visit garnet sand. You might be too low. If you're at garnet sand, you're too low. If I remember correctly. Because they spawn in layers. And I believe garnet sand's the lowest layer. Oh, I bought another egg. I could be wrong because I don't have it fully memorized, but I think that's how it is for casterite sand. Seems right. Yeah, you can see how they're layered if you check any eye. That has how your ores are layered. Okay, extractor needs flowers. Do I have a better way to source glowstone? I mean, I could try to breed the IC2 crop for glowstone, but that's annoying. Because then I'm hand breeding IC2 crops. Means half under river. That also probably doesn't help, yeah. I could go to the Nether and get glowstone manually. We're never doing that. That's gross. I could just find that I have glowstone sitting in a chest that I forgot about. That also works. Again, it's my life goal to avoid the Nether as much as possible. And that includes going there for stupid reasons like glowstone. A better mob grinder. I mean, that's also something we could do, is we have the technology now to make a better mob grinder. We do have that technology. Why are you not full? Oh, because my distillery is just struggling to keep up. That's fine. One distillery should still be enough. Hi? Look at our aluminum, though. We're rich. That's 48 seconds, though. It is slow as heck. Anyways, gold, wire mill, get gold wires. All this just for a few circuits. We also are gonna need, looks like, more copper wires, but that's fine. Copper wires are basically free because they're just copper. It just means I actually have to go smelt some copper. Thank you, Thaumcraft Warp. Very cool. Well, this isn't annoying at all. Thaumcraft really do be Thaumcraft. Razor gold should hopefully be done being purified. No, it's still running, but it's almost done. I also going to need copper, which would be tetrahedrite. I'm just going to smelt this directly to copper. I'm not going to bother with actually spinning it into its base components. Because I care more about getting copper for wires than I do any of the byproducts from tetrahedrite. The gold will get spun, though. So that will take a little bit to cook. Go away. Where's my crossbow? Go away. Get. Hi.
How's it going?
Going okay.
Why are you killing my bats?
Because Thaumcraft Warp.
How offensive.
Robin disapproved of the hacking bat murder. Ooh, a spirit. There we go. Finally, some peace and ghost and quiet in here. Go away, please. I'm so good at this game. Wow. There we go. Okay, that problem is now solved. There are still more outside, but that's fine. They can stay outside. I won't bother them outside. The bats are probably the most annoying Thaumcraft warp effect that can happen because they're just irritating. Chest, thank you. There's still some in here, but that's fine. Okay, circuits. Go in the circuit assembler. I'm starting to run low on LV circuits, so eventually I'll have to make another batch of them. Why aren't you running? You're out of molten tin. The fluid extractor is full of honey. We'll take a bit and we'll just plunger the rest. I don't need very much honey. It's using the scanner to scan my bees. That's really all the use of it is. I'm sure honey has other uses, but that's all I use it for. Okay. That's fine. We only need like a couple of these. Oh, right. I need more tin. I have tin somewhere. I know I have tin somewhere. It just might be in the other base. Nope, there it is. We also finished grabbing those up to 19. Just still another bat somewhere. Ooh, XP. Okay, so tin goes in the circuit assembler. There. Where are the last bats at? They're probably down here, aren't they? Yep. There they are. Okay, now we should be good. And now Farmcraft just spawns a bunch more of them right away just to torment me. But anyways, until that happens. Right. What are we even making? What were we trying to make? Right, the mixer. I need glass. Um, I don't know if I have any more glass. I had a bunch of glass, actually. What happened to it? That's one glass. That's... I could have sworn I made like 16 glass. Because I knew I'd need it. And I don't think I used it for anything. Where could I have put it? Okay. Maybe it's clear glass still? Um... What did I do to my glass? Also, let me queue up more of this. Because, I didn't make the machines for better glass. I made the machines for aluminum and gold production, so I thought that was more important, but, uh-oh. It appears we may be out of glass. No. Well, I guess we gotta go stare at the Tinker's smeltery again. I know what I did with my glass. You're making glass plates. I would like some Explorer coins, please. Where did I keep my coins? Alright, I'm just buying glass dust. I have gold in there, neat. That's good enough. I'll just convert them. Can't believe... Oh, right. No, I know what I did. I turned it all into reinforced glass. In case I needed it. That's where all my glass is. There it is. Because I think it's an MV arc furnace. Oh, I'm not using the tanker or smelter. We're just making alloy smelting it. Right. Yeah, it's an arc furnace running an MV. But we can just alloy smelt it. Okay, good. I needed block mold, which I think we have, but might back the other base. Goodbye, Tinker. Smelter, you will not be missed. I'm still gonna have to use it for hammer repairs. That's about it. There we go. Block mold. The other... Yeah. No, I don't know what I had a thought and it stopped halfway. I don't know why I can't talk now because of that. Anyways, alloy smelter. I don't need more tin casings right now. Assembling machine, give me my money. Thank you. Coins, coins, coins. Shout out to the coin shop. That gets alloy smelted. Not that. That gets alloy smelted. Those get milled. This has stopped running, but that's fine. We have enough aluminum now. For now. That's a lie, by the way. We need more aluminum always, constantly, probably. So let me go get more of the clay dust. I'm going to assume that we're going to need stacks upon stacks of aluminum. That's probably a fair assumption to make. seeing how things have been so far. I mean, I'm down to be wrong. I'm down to be like, sorry, you actually need like 100 aluminum and you're good, but I bet you it's like, no, you need thousands of aluminum. Okay. This can get furnace. Like 100. Yeah, it's probably like that. It's like hundreds now, thousands later. Probably tens of thousands later, honestly. Ah. Anyways, mixer time. Oh, I need more motors actually. How do I get electric motors? Cooper nickel, copper, uh, aluminum rods, copper cables. Well, let's start with the aluminum rods. Cooper nickels. Let me just take half of this out so I can alloy them. Nickel. I have 5 nickel there. I got some cooper nickel plates there. I don't see any nickel here, but we probably still have some just at the other base. Because we definitely went to mine nickel at one point. So I do remember us doing that. Okay, 24 crushed. Is that really it? Dang. I guess we did use a lot of it. I didn't think we used that much. We have to get more nickel. I can transmute nickel, but that feels like a waste. Because I have to do it nugget by nugget. Nickel feels like a Twilight Forest orb, so we can just go grab some in a bit. Copper wires, yippee. Oh, we get it from spinning gold. That's neat. That's actually so convenient. We need to... Okay, executive decision, I need to hacking automatically void all this water. This is getting annoying. So that was... That needs LV. 2 LV motors, LV pumps. So LV motors and LV pumps. Take half of these out. And then... What else was it? Magnetic iron rods. And tin cables. We also make that with steel, but that's a waste of steel rods. So for that, I need iron rods. I already have 16 there, but let's, okay, those are still going aluminum. $16 there. My tin cables are running low, but that's fine. That's enough. That's enough of these for now. My inventory is now full, and it will be full forever now. Yeah, leave a stack of these. The alloy smelter's done on those. We can start this on Cooper nickel. If I had the nickel part of the Cooper nickel. I mean, we could start on a tiny bit of Cooper nickel just from the small amount from the gold. It's probably not being washed now. But yeah, we also need more. We need more MV combustion generators. That's also a thing we need because one MV combustion generator will not run it very much. Just like how we can't do our entire thing off of a one LV generator, we can't do it off of one MV generator. The difference being that setting up fuel is going to be interesting because I haven't done it before. We're in brand new territory, gamers. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I do know I need that overflow valve though. Jeez, give me some Tembaga immediately. Okay, this goes on to 2 for those. There we go, Tembaga. That'll need to be plated. These iron rods will need to be polarized. There. So nice that all these machines can run without them power failing. Except the arc furnace. If I run this, everything power fails. They are a little slow, but we can make MV versions of a lot of them to make them go faster. Okay. Boom. I have 20 motors. Nice. How do I make pumps? LV pumps, specifically. Tin rotor, bronze fluid pipe, some other stuff. We might be out of bronze fluid pipes. We're gonna need bronze. I'm gonna need some bronze. I'm gonna need tin? Ain't no way I'm out of tin. That's wild. I'm not out of tin. We have so much cassiterite sand. Just actually have to go process it. Okay, where's our... how's our this doing? Full on buffer. Cool. Let's run a stack of cassiterite sand through. Or I guess 36. That's all it's in here for some reason. That's fine. Brown nickel dust. Take those copper. I should have more tin just lying around, probably. Knowing me, because I made a bunch of it at one point, and I didn't use very much of it. Maybe we did, I mean... We could have gone through the whole stockpile, I guess. Because we have been slowly eating at it. Huh. I've got 9 here. Dang. I guess we did go through our stockpiles of tin. That's fine. We can hand mine a bit. Mining is boring and lame. I want auto miners, but we don't have the power for that yet. We should probably get diesel first. So that's something we can start doing in MV. Technically, we'd have done an LV too, but the LV miners suck and are slow and tiny. But MV miners are okay from what I hear. Goes there. I need more bronze. I need more this. Why aren't you running? Because you're backed up on that. You need to be firing. You need more cryolite. Yippee industry. Oh, also I need hacking rubber rings for pumps, and we don't got those. I need a knife. Let me go steal the kitchen knife. Hello there, kitchen knife. Your purpose is to make rubber rings. Thank you. Okay. Oh yeah, that's burning out the rubber liquid in that. That's fine. If I take that, that'll start spinning again. So how do I make pumps? Right, bronze fluid pipes. Right. Right. Bronze fluid pipes. We don't have the extruder yet, and I probably won't make an extruder until we fix the fuel. Because, one, I don't be hacking hand feeding it, and two, I don't be using light fuel for it. Those are the two goals. I don't want to be hand feeding, I don't want to be using light fuel. Anything else goes beyond those two options. These would be plates. Tumbaga. Okay, so Tumbaga was for overflow valve. On circuit 19. That'll get plungered out. No, it won't be plungered out. What am I doing? I'm gonna waste that. Yoink. See how the Alex smelter is? It is. There's also a multi-block version if you need more parallels. Smile. Just, give it more steam. If you thought the single block was hungry. Yeah, this thing just fills on water way too quick. Anyways. Platinum metallic powder. Okay, bronze plates. Wrench. I need to get my hammer back. Not the thermometer, the hammer. Not tiny plates, regular ones. This needs tin rotors. I need my tin. I could just buy tin rotors, but it's not great. You get like 2 or 4 of them. And we're gonna need a lot. How's the casterite sand doing? I don't know, I'm looking there for the casterite sand. It's been washed. That can be grinded. I got 16 tin dust. That's decent. Let me check my completed dusts, actually. Okay, we've got so much tin dust. We're fine. Jeez. I'm just kind of blind. These need to be turned into ingots, I believe. I don't think I can alloy smelt tin rotors with just the dust, but I guess we can try. Maybe it'll work. Yeah, but the alloy smelter is very steam hungry. I recommend getting more steam, usually is the solution. Oh wait, can this be extruded? Okay, we extrude that. We don't alloy smelt it. 5 small boilers. Don't make too many small coal boilers. Make the better ones for your own sake. That cannot extrude dust. Okay. pumps. We'll also need the rings. Still need the motors. They'll need tin screws. Okay, I got those still. And tin cables. Let me quickly cable these. See what is this line? I mean solar boilers. I love solar boilers. I'm the world's biggest solar boiler enjoyer. I don't need the high pressure steam ones. And also don't make the high pressure steam ones early on. Make cooking low pressure for your own sake. High pressure needs so much fuel. That needs that, and then the wrench, and then just rotors. All this iron dust will get fed into here to eventually be turned into steel. Remember we had no aluminum? Me neither. Rotors. Cat. Okay. And let's make like 6 pumps. I don't know we're doing the excess pumps, but something. They're probably used for automation setups. Why is the light fuel... Oh, because it's only 32, right. Yeah, you can zero fuels now. Already caught back up. Rotor. Screw it. We'll just make like 4 of them. We don't need too many of them. Boop. I need like a couple of these. I don't want to turn them all into overflow valves. Picked up incidentally. Probably not much, but you know, you can always try to squeeze out 1 or 2 of them. And then it needs soldering alloy, which we have a small amount of. It's in there. 38 total. That's not bad. Yeah, you can make quite a few solar boilers off that, honestly. Ow? What just hurt me? Oh, I'm holding hacking soldering alloy, right. Very funny mechanic. Cool. Overflow valve. Can this go directly on this or I have to pump it to a tank? It can. Cool. Overflow point. Hecking. 30,000. That's a sanity save. Like a triple silver? Yeah, they do. That's not bad. It's literally just 3 of the hecking plates. You know? It's not that bad. What happens if I do this? Boom. This will only take hacking 4 minutes at 120 EU per tick. Anyways, what were we doing? Right, the mixer. Right. Oh, right, I needed bronze to make the rotor, but I turned it on the fluid pipes. Oops. For gore. That's what we were doing. It's fine. We have enough copper dust. I don't need more tin runners, I need bronze ones. Thank you, LV Extruder. So it's that. What else do you want? Oh, it's that. Oh, right, I need the motors. Right. I remember. Right, which is why we need the Cooper nickel. That's why I was spinning nickel for Cooper nickel. We made a little bit of Cooper nickel. We can make one motor. Precisely one motor. Where's my aluminum rods? Where did I put them? T-Search, where'd I put them? Thank you, T-Search. Yeah, precisely one. We need to not be in microcrafting hell, so we're not gonna ever make one again. But right now, I just want to make this thing. And mixer. Yippee! The mixer's worthless, because we don't have the stuff to mix with it yet. But I haven't eaten a veggie burger yet. New food just dropped. Iron vanishing frame from Malice's doors. Oh, the what now? I have no clue what this is for, but it sounds expensive. Anyways. Are you prepared for HV? No. I in fact don't think we're prepared to rush HV game, but thank you for asking. I need diesel. Working with oil. More hydrogen. True. How do I source hydrogen? Uh-huh. I can electrolyze more water, but that's slow and sucks. I could get it from spinning a bunch of yellow and brown lemon dust. We could do that. We could spin up some dusts. That's just in an iron vein. I could so go do that. Yeah, let's go do that. Anyways. The alloy smelter can be back onto Cooper nickel. So, iron vein. Iron vein, they're literally right this way. You're right under the mob farm. My hacking mine shaft is underneath our mob farm. Jeez, I haven't gone to a mine iron in a while. Jesus, thing's hacking far down. This looks suitably annoying to mine in. What did I do? yellow. This is only temporary. We will need a better source of permanent hydrogen. And we'll have to figure that out. But that'll be a future thing to figure out. So right now I just want enough to kickstart the quests. We could just electrolyze more water, I guess. Like, electrolyze water better. Which is free, but slow. We could... I'm sure there's, like, crops we could grow for hydrogen. Like, we could probably get it from methane. If we wanted to make a crop farm, like, automated. This feels like hacking... we could also pivot to benzene, smile, and not worry about diesel. But then we have to make a pyrolyze oven. And, maybe that doesn't sound like a fun pivot. Jesus, hacking mine sucks. Get me out of here. I don't actually want to be in this mine. It's awful. Why did I build this? Gravel. I didn't sleep for the night. There's many monsters on the surface. But hopefully my mob farm ate most of the spawns. And we don't get a surprise creeper attack. Chat, I don't think the mob farm ate most of the spawns. I don't see any guys. Like, there's, like, red things here, but I don't see any monsters, so we're probably fine. Okay, centrifuging these ores for hydrogen. First, we have to make them into dust, as soon as you actually have to fully hacking process it. Like, we could shortcut it by just making it impure and then throwing it into a cauldron, but byproducts. Don't you want all the juicy byproducts? I know I do. We're gonna need more MV circuits because we're gonna need a lot more generators. Which is why we need this gold. Right. I'm planning on running... I guess I need to know the hacking yields. How many MV generators could a diesel setup support? Dang, the stone dust actually spun to a lot. I don't know if any of these dusts are worth anything, but, you know, we have them. So many random dusts I have no clue about. But, oh yeah, this also needs cells, I think, if I want to spin it to Loonite. If I want to spin to hydrogen, sorry. Oop. This is stopped running. Probably out of Alumina, sorry, we are. We're also running short on Cryolite because of how good this is now. I mean, Cryolite I can fix. These become wires on one. This needs more copper. Spin Pyrite because I can. Because the other thing is we're gonna need a better source of oil, and I want to like passive oil production fully, which means we'll need an oil drill. But that's future problems. That's buffer's full. We can watch this. Is this something I'll probably do doing off stream? Is just spinning all of this stone dust. This is an LV recipe. Wait, that's crazy. I mean, it like takes so much to get like metal mixture, which I can spin at EV. And Sonolite, which, I don't know, does something. Electrolyze is an MV for chlorine and aluminum. A W Sodalite moment. Okay, like, so many of our random dusts now are going to get fed into our electrolyzer and or centrifuge, just because of the yields. Like, if I spend, like, literally, like, 10 hours off stream trying to process all this, I doubt it'd get done, but we'd probably sit on, like, literally a gold mine of byproducts. So I can do like this, like, boo. That's not working. Why are you not working? Old Greg technology? Oh, it's 11 Sodalite. That's why it's not running. We have 11 Sodalite. Do you want this? Why are you not centrifuging? Because you need to be electrolyzed. You're in the wrong machine. Oh, and this thing's hacking backed up fully on water. So many random hacking dusts that are probably pointless for us, but like, we have them. We just need to empty out this water. We can do this. We have the technology. It's just probably not useful technology. Oh geez, I'm sitting on so much light fuel. I didn't know I had that much. Anyways, I need 40 hydrogen. Right. Right. That's why we have to go spin the iron dust to get the hydrogen to continue the quest chain. So we're waiting on you. Well, in the meantime, while we wait on everything, who wants to do a bit of farm graft research just to pass some time? I don't know, my paper got to. I highly doubt there'll be actually anything worthwhile in farm research. I mean, that's not true. There'll be stuff under bees that's now relevant. No, instead of doing farm research, let me actually tend to my bees while we wait. That sounds a lot more useful. Okay, beelines. I want cultivated, which are common, and forest. I have a common princess, so I need to breed you with a pure. You're pure. So you should be bred with a pure forest drone. And that gives us like a 15% chance of breeding the one we want. We also have a common drone here, but our meadows our princess here is on meadows. That's ignoble. We're not breeding with you. We have a valiant princess over here. That's kind of neat. That's getting banked for later. I'll just let this meadows queen run. There's a lot of bees. I got more unusual bees. I haven't bothered seeing what they are. Here's a forest princess, but it's ignoble. But that's fine. And that's not fine. We don't want ignobles. Ignobles will die after about 200 generations, or they can die. They're really not useful. We can run this Valiant Princess here. They're ignoble, unfortunately. But we get the drops. I guess you can be run with a forest drone. Do I have any forest hybrids? I got forest mouse hybrid. That's not great. We can run it. I don't know where I put my field kit. Where is my field kit? I feel like I put it over here somewhere. Field kit. I don't know where it is. Uh-oh, and I probably even can't even T-search it, because it's a hecking durability item. Why am I might be in the B chest. Maybe I was smart and put in the B chest. Field kit? Field kit! Never mind, we're fine. Yeah, I got this Wintry Princess, but it's ignoble. We do have a pristine Forest Queen that has, but it's Valiant. Start cropping through stickweed. If you can find slime, you don't need to. Because slime is such a good source of rubber. Oh, you're a queen. I don't know if we want to breed out the Valiant on this Forest Drone or try to breed back into it being Valiant. I really don't know. Anyways, the bees have been tended to. Aluminum, raw silicon, sodium. What was I stalling for? What are we doing? Oh, right, hydrogen. Right, I was stalling for the hecking... the machine to be done. Sorry, the bees are something I'm supposed to check on, like, every 5 minutes or so. It's like hacking... it's like a mobile game. Because I don't have the good frames. But we're not going to do that, so NP progression can be stalled out. I need the washed ores. Oh, it washes the nickel, that's nice. So this gets ground. I'm going to, I think, hacking centrifuge all this stone dust off screen just to get rid of it, because it takes up so much room. And we really don't probably even need the byproducts from it. I'm just greedy. Oh, how are glowflowers doing? Only a couple of them are ready. That's fine. Once they're all ready, we'll make them the glowstone dust, then centrifuge all that from our gold. Anything else in Fawn that might come up to be useful? Not really. We have Fawn issues where nothing in Fawn is useful because I can't infuse yet. The electro goggles are revealing. Once I unlock infusion, Fawn will be useful. What are you made out of? Energy. If you're playing branded hits, you're playing it. Hacking. Branded fusion's good. Hi, Well, I'm doing good, thank you. Really? It's just learning your fusion lines? That's what it is. It's learning what lines are good for your fusions, learning what you fuse into going to other boards. But I don't have those tips yet, because I'm not very good at branded either. This costs too much Essentia to make. And also it's way too expensive. Warp Fury, I still can't get Pure Tears. We have not summoned Eldritch Horrors. You think I'm that advanced yet? No. We summoned several bats. Unless you count, the hecking... Unless you count the bees, which, you might actually count those Eldritch Horrors. Then maybe, if you count these. We have to also really hope that we don't breed out the common. Because if we're unlucky, the Common Queen could revert back to a forest. Because I don't have any protections for that. I mean, I think if that happens, we'll become a hybrid first, and we can try to make it back into being a purebred by forcing it with drones. So that gets fun. Coopernickel becomes wires on 2. That, plus the gold. That goes into our circuit assembler. I'm running low in diodes. We'll just buy them for now. We'll get a way to get more diodes better later. But I'm feeling kind of lazy, so we'll just keep buying 8 diodes. I'm running out of LV circuits. Okay, we need to switch gears and produce LV circuits. LV circuits should be easier to produce in bulk. Thanks to the power of having MV tech, technically. They're what? Like vacuum tubes and red alloy wires and resistors and circuit boards. So it's that, resistors, and I need the LV circuit boards, which I make via by running new accounts of bronze 4 provides impress. So you're also not running brand. Now you can play brand, trust. You only need the one fusion line. What could go wrong? This needs to be making foils. Copper foil. Which is bending machine on 10. I also need copper. But you're extra deck. Don't worry about it. Just run hacking the awful fusions. Your opponent won't know the difference. So circuit boards are... What are circuit boards? Circuit board. If I can spell. Circuit boards in the assembler are on 6. We can't make the 16 versions or the 24 versions. We only make the 8 version. So print over. Don't worry about it, Catsby. I believe in you. So they're on 6. And it's, what, just glue, wires, and stuff? We have a lot of glue. We do have a lot of glue. We just need copper foils. We just need a little bit more copper. Copper's, everything wants copper is the issue. Like, literally everything I have wants to be made out of copper. It's a bit of a hot commodity. The issue is not that we can't mine it fast enough, it's that, like, what's the goal right now? We're slowly progressing to making diesel fuel. That's our current goals. We're trying to get to diesel fuel. I'll bitch about later. Fair. Which requires, among other things, a complete overhaul of our oil logistics. Not a complete overhaul, but, like, a little bit of an overhaul. tetrahedrite is our best redstone source. So let me wash up some tetrahedrite. Anything in here is useful? No. I got a couple copper dust. And I'm a sucker for getting every byproduct I can, even when it's not worth it. So that's the other problem. That's what so much of the off-stream content is, just me getting every... Greg also gone update at all? Yeah, we're on 2.8 now. We're on 2.8. Okay, let's get back to 1. Just send the gold in. Okay, so this finished getting spawned, so this now gets centrifuged. I have to update again. Probably, I mean, I will update to 2.7.1 when it comes out, because that'll just be, like, bug fixes and, like, lag fixes. So we will do that update. But there won't be a major update for probably, like, a good year. Do I have a better, like... Do I have a way to get copper faster? The answer is yes, and it's called MV machines I can't afford to power yet. One more year of Greg. True. I need more empty fuel cells. Let me just... I now have empty fuel cells. Thank you, random tanks I still have. So oxygen, I'm just going to feed into here. This can be set to circuit 10, I think, to make steel, or it might be 11. I think it's 11. That's 9. There, because now we can actually have enough oxygen thanks to doing this of our centrifuge. I need to build up to 40 hydrogen to finish the quest to tell me what to do. And we can just pretend that we had a good hydrogen source, and we'll actually fix it later. The quest book won't know the difference. I'm getting more brown and yellow. Okay, let me go actually mine a bunch of it, because we didn't really mine a bunch of it. We just pretended to, and then gave up because the mine shaft sucked. Cave? No cave. So it'd be here. Torch. Grab my pick. Where's my pickaxe? There it is, I'm just blind. Because if we get like several stacks, that'll be enough hydrogen to live off of for a little while. We'll need more later eventually, but several stacks to centrifuge should be enough. No way, another modifier on the steel shovel I don't care about. Crazy. Jeez, things are really far down. Ooh, granite. Remember we were trying to find granite for like one time I made the windmill and I went insane because I knew there was granite somewhere, but we couldn't find it, so I checked later the last ore vein. Good times. So many memories. Most Minecraft series would be done by now. Like, many mod packs would be out of content now, by now. Not Greg. Uh, exactly. I do want to do some smaller mod packs at some point. I would like to stream, like, say, Blightfall sounds fun. I like Blightfall. At some point. But the problem is, right now, Gregory takes all my Minecraft attention. So, we'll get to it eventually, though. Oh, I hear a zombie. That's not a great sign. It's fun. We could fight, honestly. I was like Blood and Bones, what time that was. I have no clue what that is. I've never heard of that mod pack before. Let's go this way. The one problem, too, is we have to, like, fully process this for the mod pack. Gotcha. I mean, GregTech's an old mod pack. New Horizons been going on for 10 years, technically. I'm really curious what 1.0 is like for GregTech. Because it's 2.8 right now. What was 1.0 GregTech New Horizons like? Like, what was the experience of playing the original GregTech New Horizons? That might be fun to try to see if we can find a version of at some point. In, like, Ivy or something. I don't know. I'm just curious. Like, what was the original? Because there must be some funny jank in the original, surely. Like, it'd be fun as, like, a one-off just to explore it. Once I actually know what I'm doing a bit more. Because I need, like, enough, probably, mid-game knowledge to actually do that justice. But I think it'd be fun. Or it'll be really boring. Who knows? we will not know unless we do it, and also could find a version of it. That's the other problem. So I don't know if we can ever actually find the original version. That's probably enough ores for now. Thank you, I don't know if that was Foggraph Warp or a hacking random creeper in a cave. What was that? I really hope it was a random creeper in a cave. That'd be funny. I don't know if anyone else heard that, but I had like an explosion in my right ear. What was what? We're too far away from our base for it to actually be that is 1.5.x. Yeah, like what is the original 1.0 release like? Surely someone out there must have it. Someone out there must have the original. Maybe Gregory himself holds the keys. I don't know. I actually don't know if the actual Greg was involved with New Horizons Greg at all. Scan that. Bing, bing. Always be scanning. Mr. Greg, like with the Fleazy Monthback. I mean, he might have the original Greg Tech itself, but I don't know if he'd have the original Greg Tech New Horizons. But I really don't know, and also it might not be something that bothers to back up. Anyways, this gets ground. Tetrahedrite we can actually wait on, because I really care a lot more about getting this hydrogen thing business over with. Hi, cat. Uh-huh. Like, again, realistically, we'll have to build more electrolyzers, but the problem is we need more power to run the more electrolyzers to get the hydrogen to get more power. So right now we have to work off temporary sources. 1 chlorine. This could fit the 1 chlorine. Bing. I don't know. Is there anything else we want to do while we wait? This 1.0.9 is on new curse forge because Prism filters out betas. Dang, 1.0.9 on curse. That makes sense, I guess. Curses don't use curse for actual Greg tech for your own sanity. I'll have a bit more copper for foils. I guess we should do our bee checkup. How are the bees doing? You're a unknown princess. It bred back into a forest drone! No! I don't know how bees work. I don't know, but I mean, we accidentally bred it back into the forest drone. Great. I was hoping it would become a I mean, it's still a hybrid. It's still a hybrid. We could maybe force it back into a commons by breeding it with common drones. I don't know how bees work enough to know if that's how it works. One sec. My lack of bee knowledge is really coming to bite me. You're a forest common. You're a pure meadows. I'd want to breed you for pure forest. You're a pure forest. Oh, thank you, Farmcraft. I love water noises. I'm now laying eggs. I really wish I had a source of alienness to hecking make the soap. This will be the next 700 hours till we can make soap. Okay, that needs to be washed. I've got an ignoble metals. So the way I understand how bees work is ignobles will eventually die if you breed them too much, which is a problem because uh our bees will probably go through several million billion generations or something. Maybe not that many, but like a lot. Pristines won't. I need a better way to store our bees. There's so many bees. It's just the princesses? Yeah. Drones are never anything, because drones get consumed anyways when you breed with them. How to bee. A chest for bees. Make the bee chest. I'll make the bee chest, sure. I need oak planks. Does it have to be oak? It probably has to be oak. Do I have any oak bonsais? W. Easy. That's enough covers. I need to saw. If I use them for breeding drones. True. The thing is, I don't need extra drones at the moment. We have all the hecking forest and meadows drones I could ever need. The only thing is we're just trying to force these to be the commons. I do have another pristine. Um, we could get another apiary to try to do it faster, because more apiaries equals more breeding pairs. I am just running our ignobles that are like anything random through just bee houses to get more copies. Icy Iris. But we were missing some stuff we'd really like for bees that we can't get till HV. Such as multi-block bee houses. Anyways, I need a saw. Can I make a Fomium saw? That'd be very funny, but I probably shouldn't. Let's make an iron one. We're gonna hacking hand. We have a saw in here. Never mind. Let's go. Scan these planks. They're worth 1 wood. Nice. What, did that say scanning on something? No, it didn't. I'm just insane. Okay. I mean, I shouldn't get too distracted with bees. We should remember our main goal, which is, getting enough hydrogen to finish the quest. So let's take this and go spin it. I mean, bees will become very relevant for resources eventually, because bees will eventually become our, like, automatic production of certain resource types. But that's an eventually thing, not a right this second thing. I need more empty cells. Oh, never mind. I have a bunch of empty cells. They're just in here. Oxygen will get filtered into here. Let's run the ABF. Thanks to inventory. This gets turned here to get to wires to make more of these. What am I missing? Right. Foils. So those go into here. Oops, not those. Because then we should... I'm trying to multitask. Because if I just sit and stare at bees, nothing will ever get done. I laid another egg. Thank you, Foncraft Warp. You want to see we have 23 eggs from the warp. Okay, so that'll be on circuit boards. The bees are fine. I honestly don't even need to probably give them frames. It's probably a waste because it just increases productivity. But, you know. What do mundane combs turn into? So I'm breeding these guys for mundane combs. Magic wax. Oh, okay. That's probably relevant for something. I'm assuming the magic wax is useful for some reason. Go ahead and spin that. Right, making the bee chest. Now that we have a... Now we can make the crates. Those get made in this thing, which is the most annoying crafting table to ever use. Anyways, I need iron screws. We do have those, apparently. Oh, nice. And I think these need a fluid. They need creosote oil. We do have a supply of creosote. Because just from our coke ovens, which we might actually have to use our coke ovens again at some point to actually just make creosote. Let me... Can I not just grab that one creosote? Wild. Good enough, fluid cell. That's good enough. You're doing my creosote? I turned into torches. I broke the hacking thing with a mining hammer and put it back, so it didn't have creosote. You could run liquid boilers off of it if you want to make a pipe for it. You can run like a liquid railcraft boiler. I just voided all mine. Because you just end up with so much I didn't need. Take the creosote. Take the creosote. Why did that work? Anyways, and then the bee chest needs honey. And some combs and some screws. I know I have steel screws somewhere. I love how these things use RF because they have. I don't know if they'll ever get around to it, or if maybe like bees and forestry is one of the mods that the Greg team doesn't manage and that they can't do anything about. Because there's a few mods in the pack that aren't actually managed by the Greg team, so they just have to kind of cope. I wonder if bees is one of them. That's why it's still on RF. That's enough of that. Get rid of this creosote, please. How do I remove the creosote? Okay, I can plunger it still. So it needs 1,000 honey. We're actually making more than one bee chest. We're not making one bee chest. This is Greg Tech. No recipe? That is the recipe. What did you mean, no recipe? Oh, it needs chests. There we go. We're gonna end up with 16 trillion bees, so you know, we'll need storage for them. I'm definitely not doing this just to get the bee loot bags. So they also changed, I think, how loot bag trash works, so it no longer gives you, like, the full trash pile, but gives you loot from the previous tier of loot bags as the trash. Anyways, from this, we're hoping for Bealizer, which is, you know, an awful drop chance, or an apiary, or, like, some good frames. I do like that change. Bee chests. The chests that you can only think you can store them are bees. So let's store the bees in it. My inventory's too full. Just tossing this here for now. Just to, you know, make our life a little easier. I think some of my bees are both nocturnal and diurnal, which is interesting. I don't know how that works. Because this one says diurnal and nocturnal, so they're awake 24/7? That doesn't sound right, but maybe that's how it works. Okay, okay. That's how this works. We can force a common back by just breeding with enough commons. Okay. We also gotta cultivate a drone. That's neat. You're a pure common. We gotta cultivate a drone. Cultivate a common hybrid. So to get cultivated, they are common and forest. So we want to breed this with a pure forest. We could breed it with common forest hybrids to reduce the chance of it flipping to a forest. But it means that the chance of getting it cultivated is less likely. But that's fine. Also, these bees got a lot of like random stats I don't care about yet, but we will care about later. Like fertility and production and flowers and their lifespan and their territory and their effect and their humidity tolerance. All that stuff that I don't know enough about bees yet to know why that matters. Yes, Forest Valiant. I'm gonna actually try to force that into a Valiant. Because we breed it with a pure... If a returner code, either craft or pull for. Yep. Yep, that's how it be. That's a cultivated. Okay, because this ignoble can make Valiant drones. So if we breed the crossbreed with enough Gensler Draco Tail, that's how it be, unfortunately, right now. This is still Forest. Okay, so instead, we'll try to force this back into a Valiant. You're still a Queen, actually. So you'll just produce. Never mind. Ignobles. I want you just to breed more Valiants till you die. Same with this one. We're having, like, our strange bees can just be breeding more themselves. Anyways, loot bag time, baby. Let's go gambling. Let me scan the loot bag. Come on. I don't think we got anything because it got automatically put into a backpack, which means it's likely a trash drop. Oh yeah, chat, you want to go pull an epic prank? I feel like going to go pull an epic prank. I just need some bone meal. Just give me a bit of bone meal. Sorry, we're just completely sidetracked doing funny stuff now. I feel like going to pull an epic prank. We just need a bit of bone meal. As is proper, yeah. Every Greg stream devolves from my main objective being completed instantly at the start because I did too much off-stream work to me trying to get a secondary objective to and then slowly devolving into whatever nonsense happens. Will I get a bunch of random side quests done at the same time that will help me do more off-stream work? Bone meal. I don't know if we give a bone meal is, but we're gonna go pull an epic prank. Where's that village at? We're gonna yeah, we're gonna give them a little tree in the middle of their town. Just like a harmless little tree in the middle of their town. And I hope you can bone meal these, I actually don't know that. We'll go see. Shout out to the hecking cloak. But so cool thing I learned, I was in creative mode for a bit to get a couple screenshots. My hecking Raven's cloak boosts creative mode speed flight, which doesn't really matter, but makes getting screenshots slightly faster. Anyways, look at this village. We're about to prank them. We're about to pull the epicest prank ever. This seems like a good spot for the tree. Ah! Okay, I hope they have fun with their new tree. That is never getting cut down. If you ever need wood... Hey, a server killer. Yeah. If you ever need wood... I'd like a few logs, please. I appear to be starving to death now. Don't worry about that part. I think we have a few logs now. Don't worry, servers love when you make these trees and cut them down rapidly. Ask your server admin. They'll tell you, yes, please grow more of these on our server. I don't need soybeans. I do want those sweet seeds, actually. They can cut down, it cuts it down. I thought about it, I was like, you know what? Anyways, we're just gonna let all these items despawn. Yeah, this does kill server TPS, let me tell you. That got us also it got us instantly 2 extra levels. Sorry, that got us hacking 3 levels in our lumber axe immediately. Don't do that on servers, or at least ask the admins before you do that on an actual server. Because the fact that to spawn in that many blocks and you cut them down and they're all tile entities really does not help. But also, please don't automate your tree farms. You can automate a tree farm using those, and it's like dynamism tablets. But for the server's sake of making it playable for other people, please don't do that. At least I assume you can automate it with dynamism tablets, because dynamism tablets do everything. Yeah, they're called server killers for a reason. Also, I'm pretty sure that tree will also probably get you atop the nether ceiling if you want, but there's like easier ways to do that. Okay, so I need food now, because that did use our entire hunger bar. Where did I get a rose bush from? But, Know what the fun part is? That's not how you kill the server. You don't kill the server by planting one. You kill the server by planting 64 of them after you cut down the first one. Because one of them gets you, like, multiple stacks of saplings. And you just go plant them all and you just chunk load it and you tell the admins I'm doing nothing illegal and then you kill the server and you get banned forever. Again, don't pull this in a public server unless you want to just get banned. But hey, if you ever... Hey, Ruby, this is for you. If you need a bunch of hecking wood for charcoal for your coke ovens, just plant one of these, cut it down. If you run out, do it again. Hit the second oak? Yeah, let's go. Just make sure you plant it a bit away from your base or else, you know, bad stuff. Also make sure you have a lumber axe and ideally you have enough unbreaking on it where it doesn't explode. True, if they didn't want you to give the trees, they wouldn't give it to you anyways. Exactly, Katsumi. Exactly. If the devs didn't want you to corrupt your entire world, they wouldn't give you a quest to corrupt your world file. That's why that's why they give you the quest in storing and transforming. Don't make this. I asked the Tech Discord, they said there's a near certain chance of making a hydro dam just corrupts your world. So that's fun knowledge. How come my bees... Just to fix that? They'll fix it eventually, maybe. Who knows? It's one of those things where I don't think it's a high priority, but they want it visible enough where someone will fix it someday. Because I think this is such a cool idea. Hydro dams are actually really cool. Because they use, like, water to store energy. Because they store as potential energy. Okay, the hecking... Okay, our Valiant bred back into a Valiant, so that's good. So that goal was accomplished. Let's... one of our bees is icy. They're freezing our gosh darn water. I think I just... Oh, there it is. That's fine. Bing, you are Forest Meadows Hybrid. So you get bred with just the Meadows. I want to make sure these aren't Meadows Valiant. You need to make sure the never started corrupting Ernest? You don't. I mean, you can still go to the Nether. You don't need to. The Wing Troll requires rubber. Yeah. Oh, I guess you need sulfur. Right. You can technically scrape by on sulfur with XP bucket crafting or some other method. You can get it from washing pyrite. Our hecking common drone bred back into a princess again. Forest princess again. Stop doing that. You know, it's 2 rubber. Yeah, if you just need a tiny bit. So do I have any more common drones? I do. What are you? Please tell me you're pure. Okay, you're pure. We should be able to force this back into a common. We do have a cultivated drone. Anyways, let's go get the rest of the hydrogen we need to actually progress our game state. Dang. Bees do be kind of fun right now. I'm sure they become less fun after 700 hours of the same thing. Okay, we're up to 23 hydrogen. I'm going to go get more yellow and brown to spin. I need more paper to recharge our bee field kit. I looked into making a beealyzer, but we need polyethylene for it, which is not within reach yet. Like, I think I could technically make it if I were to make, like, a bunch of LV distilleries in a row. But it's just such a pain. I'm not going through with it right now. That's enough paper. I need more yellow and brown. I don't think I actually processed most of it. Yeah, I was looking for a stack of brown. And then yellow gets there. And then nickel's gonna be used for Cooper nickel. So much stone dust still. Again, I'm gonna spin all stone dust off to get rid of it. Would be so much pointless byproduct processing off stream. We'll get every byproduct. I'm getting more fluid cells, but that's fine. They'll just come from this, eventually eating enough light fuel. Working with oil. I guess we could make more MV machines while we wait, but I don't feel like doing that. What was I doing here? Right, circuits. I need more LV circuits. Right. I need more red alloy wires. Right, we're doing things still. We're supposed to be actually making machines and not getting distracted by the B side quest for 700 hours. This Valiant get put away. I think I just need, like, more... Well, I need a couple things. I need more apiaries, and I need more pristine princesses. How do I make apiaries? An impregnated frame, 2 bee houses, a comb, some steel screws, oak fence. Jeez, that's annoying. Because impregnated frames are annoying. Also, like, this is, like, hecking dinky, and it will not be good enough for bees later anyway, so it's not gonna really care about actually doing enough single blocks. Mostly because we can only support bees in certain climates right now, because we don't need, like, a climatizer to actually make bees that will live in other places. So there genuinely is no reason to actually care too much, because until we can have bees that can live places that aren't exactly the couple biomes we have access to near to base. I don't know, maybe we make like an MV pump while I wait, or an MV conveyor that needs MV motors. MV sensor needs a flawless emerald. The MV emitter needs electrum rods. Why do I make electrum rods? I need electrum. How do I get electrum? It's a gold and silver alloy. Let's make an emitter for 8 ender pearls. I'll do that. I'm sure the emitter will become useful later. So, gold, and I should have a bunch of silver. There it is. This has stopped working because it needs more of these. I also need more resistors, which I have somewhere. Anyways, emitters are... Oh, EP time. Oop. Let's actually make a quest or two. You know, actually slightly progress the quest book. So I can feel like it's progressing. Oop, oop. It's an ender pearl in this thing. That's a miner's backpack. I need the hunter's backpack. 2 copper, and then I need to make more copper like cables just for crafting. I think that's something I need to do off stream is actually like get copper. Because we're gonna need a lot of copper just seems like for crafting everything, and I keep using it all. Okay, Electrum, that'll get filed. What's this making? This is now out of resistors. I should still have a few resistors somewhere. I can just look it up. At least I thought I had a few resistors in the chest still. Dang. I guess I used them all. That's I spelled it wrong. Resistor. I did not. We're out of resistors. That's fine. Well, that's an off-stream thing. I'll just make a bunch of. It's not like we're getting to the point where it'll matter anyways right now. We have enough circuits to do what we want with for now. And the rest will need a bunch of raw materials anyways. Electrum rods, electrum small piles. Electrum small piles will get turned into an electrum pile, which is also scannable. That gets there. And then we go back, and then our ores should be purified, and we take those and we spin them for limonite, whatever it's called. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong both ways, so I don't ever read them. Why is there just 64 crushed in there? Why did you not purify it? Did I just put it in the output? That sounds like something I would do. Missing water? Huh? There we go. Why were you missing water? I mean, these are kind of low on water, but that's fine. We have a water pump. And this is still full on steam. Maybe it's a water throughput issue? Oh, thank you, Funkcraft Warp. It might be a water throughput issue, because we're still on making big wood pipes for our water. Thank you, Warp. How are the bees doing? I'm hoping you get forced back into a common. I'm sure I'm doing something wrong where they keep reverting back, but I don't know. Press all the things in MV. Extrude all the things. Electrolyze borax. To make a volumetric flask to make a 1 liter of something? What is happening? Stop eating all of our water. Okay, this bee is hecking insane. You get put in timeout, because this is what I get for not scanning at you for mutations, I guess. Effect freezing. You get put in timeout. Maybe you can run this Valiant Princess instead. What effect do you have? None. Perfect. You can make Valiant drones instead. Dark visions fill your mind. Okay. Does that do anything, Thaumcraft Warp? Looks like it doesn't do anything. Let me make sure we're not giving one of these... Okay, so some of these drones mutated freezing. We don't want that. Because, yeah. You're not freezing. Cool. Our unusual turned into a wintry because it was a hybrid. You're also freezing. So you get put in timeout. Every bee that likes to eat all my water gets put in timeout forever. I'll breed you with the unusual. Okay, the meadows. It's still in meadows. Can't believe I lost our common. How do people do this? You're a pristine meadows. So I want a pure forest to breed you with. Pain and suffering figures out. I'm sure someone knows what they're doing. I'm sorry, you're hacking forest maroon? What's a maroon? Whatever a maroon is, we don't need it. You're pure forest. You're good enough. I'd kill for a Bealizer. Is there anything in how to be we want to grab? Get a habitat locator? No thanks. I could make a backpack for bees. A bee pack, you might say. Sure. Honestly, sure. I'll make the bee backpack. I need a tanned leather, so we'll have to make one of those. Do I still have any? Oh, well, the good news is this makes string at incredible rates. Why am I putting these individually? What am I doing? So tan leather is like this. So it needs that. It needs 4 regular leather. I'm sure we still probably have leather sitting around because we got so much of it that one time. We do. It's upstairs though. And then the backpack will be like that. And then it will need these. And then it'll be like that. And then I'm going to need exactly one more of those. I need more leather. Do I have more carrots in bulk? Ooh, copper foils. Oh, I need those. Nice. I don't. That's fine. I probably have leather in my hunter's backpack. Hey there, random Enderman. Bye, random Enderman. I don't have leather in there. We'll just make some more veggie bait. Where's my animal trap there? And then grab backer string. Eeping bag. You're still a forest, princess. Lovely. We hacking lost our common. Please tell me you're at least still a hybrid. You're still a hybrid, okay. I want to breed a pure common. Okay, you're a pure common. We'll send it. Weighs 6 more copper foils for the foil pile. That's enough rods. No way, everyone. We're gonna finish a quest. Look at that. Crazy. We actually did a quest. Yippee. Anyways, now that progression has happened. Loot bag time. I'll take 8 LV circuits. Honestly, that's not bad. I'll happily take 8 LV circuits and a few coated boards. That's really nice. Shout out W Luke if Bagma went. Because that's just like a resource savings for us. Anyways, these, back to progression. This needs to get purified down. That's full, so let's wash another stack of this. And this gets spun. And then the spun versions get put in the other centrifuge, get spun around harder. And then hydrogen to eventually finish this quest. I already ate all the oxygen. There. That can file those forever, that's fine. What does it want me to do? It wants me to make a needs maintenance cover. Yeah, I'll make a needs maintenance cover for the quest, for the loot bag. I'll take that. It might be a waste of an emitter, but the emitters are actually fairly cheap. I mean, just a couple circuits per. That's the assembler on 1. Again, because gambling on loot bags, we could just luck into something that just helps us with progression. Also, yeah, Ender IO we want to get into. We want to get into Ender IO at some point for just logistics. Are you prepared for envy? No, I'm not. Yippee! Quest complete. Nikki, howler alarm. I'm sorry, a what now? Make a what now? I think I'm okay for now, but you know, maybe for the loot bag reward later. Anyways, gambling, 2 meat pizzas. That's less useful. Eh, well. Anyways, right, hecking backpack. The B pack, as I want to call it. Ooh! Jeez, hecking thank you, Fongcraft noise. Apparently can make that creeper noise. Wow, I hate that. Uh, that's incredible. Why would they do this to me? Actual just heart attack moment. Anyways, I need to, how's my lever doing? Still tanning. I need 1 more regular lever as well. That's going to be the table it's already in. I probably have weird alchemical ways of making this, don't I? Yeah, I could crucible it. It's actually a lot more efficient if I were to Botania it, but we're not there yet for Botania. Actually, XP bucket it, that's funny. Our Botania progression's still not there yet. How go the bees? Please revert back to a common. This place looks like such a mess now thanks to the bees. We have a pristine forest princess. What are you? You're just a solid pristine forest princess. I can't get crossbreeds, but I bet you if I breed it with commons or cultivateds, it has a chance to swap to a... It could probably still become one of what I'm breeding it with. I just can't get a crossbreed. Right? I don't know how bees work, but that sounds maybe vaguely correct. That sounds like right, according to my logic. That we just burnt one of our only cultivated drones for nothing. Who knows? Okay, that gets spun. I will say, this thing's not burning through light fuel as fast as I thought it would be, which is really nice. Jeez, we have so much steel now. I love you, EBF. Huh. Anything here happening that's interesting? Not really. I need more copper foils. I think I'm starting to wind down. We've been going for about 3 hours. It's not bad. I don't want to go too late because I do have work tomorrow. Nothing really big to end on, but like we got this, and this is massive compared to last time that we can produce aluminum bulk. And I'll try to get stuff done off stream and be prepared to actually progress again next time. Let's get to the 40 hydrogen. I'm sure we could do it today. That sounds like a good endpoint. Let's go finish that 40 hydrogen quest. I'm sure we could do it. Just gotta believe. I also probably get the B backpack while we wait. Okay, so this is done. You're a forest princess. Are you a hybrid? You're a forest common hybrid. So if I already breed you with a common, could we force a common? This is a common forest hybrid, so it's like, it's going to be a 50-50, I think, if it turns back into a common, if it stays a forest. I think. Again, I don't really know how this works. So I'm just kind of guessing. But that sounds right to me. And it's sounding right to me is the most important factor. It's not actually how it works, it's how it sounds to me. Our 10 lever's done. Okay, and then this. So 10 lever goes like here. We're just one lever short now. Sleep for the night. Ah. How's our steel? I'm steam. Full. Well then, let's throw in more of this for more hydrogen. We're full on stone. Probably have places to put our stone dust. What else could we do? I could go, like, travel forever in a direction to try to find more bee houses to steal. That's how we got these ones. I never crafted a single apiary. We just found them. But long distance travel is really not what we're built for. We can travel, like, moderate distances perfectly fine, but long distance is things get a bit iffy. Because food and stuff, you know? Captain spinning. 35. Yeah, I think with the 40, with the quest word, then we'll call it. Why is there iron dust here? It's not where you go. $37. There's another stack of steel. That'll be 38. 39. And 40. Yippee! That's not in this quest here. That's over in working with oil. And then it will say, get an advanced mixer and get heavy fuel. So we'll need a distillery and a chemical reactor. But we'll also need a better source of oil. We got the advanced mixer, part of that at least. Okay, so yeah, our next goal is to get a better source of oil, which is either going to be oil sands, or we make the oil rig. I got a hang glider. I really don't need one of those. The oil rig is kind of expensive, but probably worth it in the long term. Oil sands is a nice stopgap in the short term. Either way, we're gonna want like an MV tier distillery and stuff. But that'll be next time. I think I'm gonna call it now. We've been going for about 3 hours. Let's see what for me to raid, and I need to like do some stuff. But then we did really good progress today. Who do I want to raid out to? I don't know. Other people are hacking playing Greg. There's someone hacking 200 viewers playing Greg? What? That's wild. Uh, who do I want to raid out to? They're kind of big, and I don't usually raid out to big people, but like, there's not a ton of people playing Greg right now. We can raid out to them. I don't got anyone better to raid out to. We'll do it. I'm kind of tired too. I'll go rest. See ya, gamers. Next stream, probably Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I'm going to spend a couple days off stream for Greg. But yeah, bye. Bye.